I thought I was done with the garden for the week, and then I looked at the weather forecast this morning. We have thunderstorms on the way and several days of rain. The perfect opportunity to get this wheelbarrow full of brassicas planted. They're desperate to be in the ground. They've been in these little 3-inch pots for far too long. I have a mixture of cauliflower, purple sprouting broccoli and green cabbage. I no longer know which one is which. They have no labels and they're all mixed up. With or without labels, they're going to grow just as well and taste just as delicious. Another task I want to get done before the rain gets here is clearing this grassy mess behind me. So let's see if we can get it manicured into something looking a little more respectable. I'm planning to put some of my brassicas into this raised bed. It's been covered with tarpaulin for many months, so there shouldn't be a problem with any weed competition. But as you may see, the grass around the edges is really tall. I have already walked around it, stomping it down and flattening it out to the edges. So now I'll go around it with a mower and cut it all short before I start planting. Don't know, can you see on this bed behind me? No. I simply walk around my bricky wall, push the grass away with my foot and stomp it out into the pathway. That way when I run the mower over it, it'll cut all the tops off without me having to get a strimmer out to cut round the edges. So now with all that long edging grass bent over into the walkways, I should be able to run over it with the lawnmower and cut it all nice and short.
In real time, it took me 20 minutes to cut the grass around these garden beds. Video time, just a minute. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could all get the grass cut at video speed? I certainly wish I could get it cut that fast every week.
There we go, 20 minutes with the mower and things look so much better. A plot to be proud of, manicured and cared for. Now let's put some plants in it. So hopefully I have everything I need ready. My wheelbarrow full of brassicas, a watering can full of water, because even though the rain is forecast, I want to make sure these young plants get a good drink to start with. A framework to support some netting, and some netting to keep the bugs out. Here in the UK, the cabbage white butterfly is an absolute nightmare for gardeners trying to grow any form of brassicas. Brussels sprouts, cabbages, broccoli and kale, the lot. They will happily devour and leave holes and lacework in your beautiful leaves. So in order to successfully grow any form of brassica, it needs to be covered in an insect netting. So let's lift this framework out of the way. And off with the ground cover. Oh, lovely. Oh, we have an ant's nest full of eggs. They're going to be upset. Where are you? Take you over for a look. All these ants going crazy trying to rescue their eggs. There's some bigger, fatter eggs. They must be queen ant eggs. These big fat ones, though I'm not really sure. They're going to get really upset when I start digging in here. Oh, an old label. What's that from? Purple potato. Oh, that's interesting. I've actually seen a purple potato trying to sprout here. I know it's a purple potato because its sprouts are purple. Can I pull it up? Yes. One that obviously didn't get harvested last year. Now, I don't know whether to replant it somewhere else or just compost it. I'll put it there and think about it. Might as well have its label.
Just a quick scrape around the top with my trowel to level things out and make sure there's no more potatoes hiding in this soil. Dig up that ant's nest, encourage them to go and live somewhere else.
Let's put my frame back in place so I can see. I'm going to use that one and then this smaller short one just to reach the end. So I've got two different bits of framework to put my netting on. This bigger, taller one actually comes in two sections. There's another piece the same size as this, but if I put them both together, they're too long for my bed. So I've got this second smaller one that used to have a plastic cover, long since deteriorated, but the frame itself has stood up quite well to the weather. So I'm going to use that to support my net up that end of the bed. Now I know where my framework is, I have an idea where I want to put my various cabbages. So, let's dig some holes. We'll have one in the corners, always good. So, one there. And even though the rain is forecast, I'm still going to fill my planting holes with water, just to guarantee these cabbages get a good drink to start themselves off. So dig your hole, fill it with water and wait till it soaks away, and then in goes your little potted plant, whatever you're planting. While that's soaking in, I'll dig some more holes. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. Oh, your rain's looking. Oh, not bad. These might all be the same. I'm hoping I have a mixture though. I know I've planted a mixture of seeds, but I don't know which ones are in which pots. Just surround them with soil, fill back in the hole and a gentle press down with your hands. Now I'm not going to water them in now because we are still getting breaks in the cloud and short intervals of sunshine. I don't want to risk splashing the leaves and burning them. So if we've still had no rain, I will come out and water them this evening. What are you doing under there, pussycats? Out you come. Now then, let's put the net on. Woohoo! Where have you gone? Get out! What are you doing? Don't eat it. Off. Now! Off! If I can get it for this pussycat, where's she gone? Don't make holes in it. I need this. Let go! Oh dear. Now then, which way around do we go? my netting cover that goes on this frame has a little zip door on the other side, so I can get into the vegetables without having to lift the whole net off. It also has Velcro loops along the bottom seam that attach it to its metal framework, but this side doesn't seem to have any. So I'm going to lay this big piece of wood on top of the net to help hold it down on this side and at the far end, where of course it's not on its proper framework, it's on that shorter borrowed frame. Wonderful, that's that job done. All we need now is that rain they forecast and not this sunshine that's glaring in my eyes. Just before I go in the house for a cup of tea, I thought I'd come and admire this beautiful white water lily that's flowering today. Oh, the fish are coming, hoping for some food. This is a large size water lily, not the little tiny one we were looking at the other day. This one's as big as my hand.
If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to click that like button and let me know. Click subscribe and YouTube will make sure you see my next video. So bye for now and we'll see you next time. And don't forget, whatever you're doing, have fun doing it.